Hi there, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Jen. Thanks for joining us for our Growing Money Junior Workshop. April is Youth Month at Horizon Credit Union, so we're sharing financial education tools for the whole family. It's never too early to practice good money management skills, and there's a link in the chat for the activity page, like I just mentioned, that goes along with today's topic if you would like to download that. Just a couple of quick housekeeping notes. Everyone has been muted and cameras are off. If you have any questions, be sure to type those in the chat and I will get to those as soon as I see them. So where do you keep your money? Maybe a piggy bank or a jar? Your wallet if you have one? An excellent place to keep your money safe is a savings account. A savings account will even pay you a little interest or money back just for keeping your money there. Sounds pretty great, right? Well, it is. However, it's not going to make you rich or even give you enough to live off of. More than likely. So you'll need to explore other options. Growing your money involves moving some of your savings into an investment. Can you say that with me? Investment? An investment is where you're using your money to make a profit and earn a return or more money. When you invest your money wisely, you will receive a higher rate of return or more money back, like interest in a savings account, but typically it's going to be more. Like we just covered, investing means you're using your money to potentially make a profit or more money. Financial experts suggest that your money should be growing from 5 to 10% each year. This amount can be tough to find in a regular savings account. And if you can, there's usually a limit on how much money you can save at that interest rate. Imagine you have $100 saved up, or maybe you already really do. Let's look at some examples to compare what different rates could earn us on our $100. If you were earning 1% interest on money in your savings account, you would actually only be earning a few pennies per year. And even after 20 years, you would only have earned $20 total. See why I said before that you likely won't get rich or be able to live off of just your savings account interest? However, don't let this example discourage you altogether. Savings is an important part of someone's complete financial picture. When we see the interest rate jump to just 5%, that doesn't seem like much, right? Well, you can see that our $100 has now more than doubled. In fact, it is almost tripled. That little 4% made a big impact, didn't it? If you can find a 10% interest rate, your $100 could grow to $738.70, more than 7 times your original investment. Now that's pretty impressive, right? So there is a small detail that I haven't mentioned yet. You will need to be 18 years old to open any investment account by yourself. We'll explore some different types of accounts here soon. But if you really want to start investing now, you can ask your parents or a trusted adult to look into something called a custodial account. This is an account your guardian or a parent or adult would manage for you, but the money is actually yours. You would legally own the money, and the adult, whether that's your parent or guardian, would act as the custodian or caretaker of your investments. Next, we'll explore some of the places or types of accounts you could invest your money in. Does anyone have any guesses on where you could put your money to help it grow? Type those in the chat if you do. Certificates of deposit, sometimes referred to as a CD, are a low-risk investment. They're considered low risk because they're often insured. Insurance is like a safety net. Certificates pay more interest than a savings account because you're agreeing to leave the money in for a certain amount of time that you both agree on, you and the financial institution, whoever that may be. You can open a certificate at your credit union or at your bank. Owning stock makes one a shareholder or part owner of a public company. You do this by buying the company's stock or public ownership shares. You can invest in a wide variety of stocks. This type of investing can be both low and high risk. If you choose to go this route, do your research or consult with a stockbroker. Let's take a quick break here to watch a short video of some other kids as they explore stocks, growing your money, and just what risk really means.
Growing money. I'm open. Got it.
Amy, watch your step. You're gonna trample my money tree.
A money tree?
That sounds amazing.
It doesn't look like much to me.
I planted a bunch of quarters at recess, so now I just have to water them and watch my money grow.
Sam, haven't you heard of the saying money doesn't grow on trees?
Most people grow their money by investing.
Investing?
They buy stocks.
So you're saying money grows on beanstalks, not trees?
No, stocks. Like stocks in the stock market.
A stock is a very small slice of a company.
Think of it like a pizza slice.
When you buy a company's stock, you own a slice of that company. When the company does well and makes lots of money,
You get rich?
Not exactly. When the company makes lots of money, your little slice is worth more money too.
if you sell your slice for a higher price than you paid for it, you make a profit.
Profit pizza.
Don't forget that there's a risk to investing too. If stock prices go down and you sell your slice for less than you paid for it, you lose money.
Blech. Loser pizza.
Thanks, guys, but I think my way of growing money is less risky.
Guys, you won't believe this. Look at what I found. Someone's been burying quarters all over the playground.
Less risky, eh?
Investing is risky if you're trying to make money fast.
But it can be a good idea if you have years and years for your money to grow.
Great idea. That's what I'm going to do with the buried treasure I found.
What would you do with your money if you needed to save it for later? What would you do with your money if you wanted it to grow?
All right, we'll get back to our presentation here. But just like our friends discovered, some ways of growing your money are safer than others, right? And maybe a better idea in general. Alrighty, another low-risk investment option is bonds. This is when you loan money to a company, or usually the government, and they promise to pay you back with interest. These are low risk because the government is unlikely to default or not pay you back. Real estate is another option for investing your money. Do you know anyone who owns a home and rents it out to someone else? The person who owns the home would be considered a landlord, and this type of real estate investing is called residential because it has to do with a home where someone lives. You could invest more money and buy an entire apartment building even. Or you could invest in commercial real estate, such as a shopping mall, where there are businesses instead of people's homes. Both of these are direct investments. Real estate also gives you the option of investing indirectly through real estate investment trusts, like a company that owns a hotel chain, office buildings, or shopping centers. You could also invest directly in a company, not through the stock market. You could lend the owner money to get the company started. You could open a company yourself, or you could become a partner or part owner of a company. This type of investment can be very risky, but it can also pay off and be very rewarding. That's one thing that's very true. Usually the higher the risk, the higher the potential reward. So just keep that in mind. Commodities, say that with me, guys. Commodities are raw materials many of our everyday goods are made from. Precious metals needed to make other things, lumber needed to build homes and businesses, and the oil or energy needed to get it all done are commodities. You can purchase a contract to buy or sell commodities at a certain price, known as a futures contract. Important things to remember about investing include: all investments come with some level of risk. Always do your research first. Only invest the money that you can afford to lose. Now that one sounds a little bit silly, I realize, because you're trying to grow your money, not lose it. But this is just an old adage, good advice on investing. If you can't afford to lose it, maybe you shouldn't be investing it. So this is for that extra kind of money. And finally, diversify. Can you guys say that one with me? Diversify. That means to spread your risk out. So diversifying means to spread your money out over several different types of investments, because if one of those goes negatively, you won't lose all of your money. Thank you for attending today. Does anyone have any questions? We'll check the chat here. All right. So adults, be sure to check out all of our junior financial education resources at the link in blue on the screen here. A recording of today's pop-up and others will be available on the Horizon YouTube channel under the financial education playlist very shortly. And be sure to join us next week and bring your teens when we explore after graduation, work, or college. All right.